And then you got the
Right.
city, right? And then inside of all of that is going to be all the different, the school districts, the nonprofits, the businesses, the CEP, the whoever. And so the one thing I see, and everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, this is why events like Ocala Inspired are so important, because it's not just about learning these things that we're talking about. It's about getting in the room with the people that are shaking and moving and figuring out ways to get things to happen. Y'all heard this man say he spends most of his day networking on behalf of the veterans that his nonprofit organization is going to help. But oh, by the way, he's also going to generate relationships with people that are going to have opportunities getting served up. And he can then ambassador on behalf of the community and say, hey, don't forget about that apartment complex. Don't
Yeah.
forget about this thing over here. And that's what we got to be doing, because we've got to help the flow of all the different energy, all the different, let's call it what it is, money, to
Yeah.
make sure it's doing a bunch of good while also raising the standard of living. But then I'm telling y'all, people will walk around in an illusion like, well, nothing's going on around me. And it just
Hmm.
couldn't be farther from the truth.
No,
Like, there's
it's so much.
so much going on. And I tell the students, like, it's in my book I wrote, like, don't be a zombie. Like,
Yeah.
don't act like you don't have all the opportunity in the world in your cell phone, because you do. You
Yep.
do. You got access to a whole public library in your pocket, and all you use it for is to watch people run into each other. Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Like, I
Yeah.
want you to get out here and play and be a part of this, because it's exciting. And
Yeah.
if you don't go get the opportunity, someone else will get it from you. And then you're just
Yeah.
going to be wondering why you don't get chances. So, all good stuff, bro. I'm telling you, this is why everyone got to get in the same room. And these are the kinds of meetings that we've got to have, where we're not just talking about where we've been, but where are we
Right.
going? Where is
Yeah.
Ocala going? Because the collaboration is going to be critical in the future, right?
Yep.
And especially as the opportunities come. Last but not least, my last question of the day, bro. If you had any advice for somebody that's going into your line of work, which is that nonprofit, the community leadership space, what would that be?
I would say right off the bat, forget what you think you know about the community, and allow yourself to relearn it, because we have preconceived notions from upbringing, from
Yeah,
different professions that we may have been a part of,
yeah,
and and even if you still remain in your city of origin, if you will, if you're not constantly looking at the different areas, like I love how you brought up that we need to view it from a county level, and that's how I like to look at it, because I've said it on an interview before. What happens in one area happens, it impacts the other, whether
yep,
you want to agree with that fact or not. It's the truth. So get out there, relearn your community. A lot of people have a very stubborn way about them when it comes about their community. Is, oh, I'm from there, so I know. It's like, no, you don't. It changes. It
yeah,
changes. The Reddick area I knew when I went to North Marion Middle and High was different from the Reddick area I came back home to after the service. So
right,
it's very dynamic. It changes over time. If you're not constantly keeping yourself in those loops, keeping yourself in those changes, or at least being aware of them, like you said, you're going to look up one day and realize that the train has left, and now you're running trying to catch it,
yep.
and it's very difficult to do so at that point.